Hello and welcome to the Dexter Loves Annie podcast. I'm Kat, this is Annie. She's been very clingy today and we are coming to you from Buckinghamshire in England. It's a beautiful sunny day today. I've had a lovely day, been to the gym, had a lovely big lunch, yum yum yum, and I thought I'd pop on and do a little video for you guys. The last one I put out was the electric ball winder thingy. So there's a bit to catch up on. I went a little bit off piste, shall we say? We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just hope she behaves herself because she's got no intentions of getting down right now. Good girl. So, first of all, I have a friend who reupholsters furniture. He did this for me. Got another chair that matches, and I wanted a sofa that matches, so it's all one thing, all one set. I mean, they're completely different looking chairs, but they've got the same material on them. And we had to wait for one to become available in an auction, and we found it. There were some other bits with it, but we didn't use any of that. I don't know really what he's done with that. Probably put back in auction. And then took him a while because he's got quite a long queue of work, which is awesome for him. And then it finally was ready a couple of weeks ago. Amazing. And because my van is actually a camper, there's no room to put sofas in. The old one was going to go down to my friend to go in the office of her shop. And he's just so kind. He brought it and took the old one down to the shop at the same time. Really good. I'm friends with both him and his wife. And she messaged me in the morning and said, I hear Stu's coming up. I've got a load of stuff for felted bags, felted knitted bags. Would you like it? Because I'm not going to use it. And I'm like, yeah, we'll give that a go. You know me. Try anything once. Well, slightly addicted. So I'm not going to run you through all of the yarn because there's a lot of it. But the first thing I did was make her one. Because clearly she wanted a felted bag, just never got round to it. But there was even a book in there. So that's the book. Loads of different patterns. I just did a plain one with wooden handles. Because I didn't want to make I-cord. Essentially. Because I'm lazy. Ow. Annie's jumped down and scratched me. Owie. But I can see in her box of stuff that she wanted to make a load of these. She's bought supplies for a lot of these. Trying to find it. The one that I really, really want to do. I'm going to have to go in. This one. There's definitely some of this. One moment, please. You absolutely, you know there was a swear word happening then. Yeah, so this yarn, this bobbly pom-pom yarn, I think they called it, that's in there. Where are you? There's lots of grey, so I think maybe she was thinking about this one. Half bobble bag. Basically, you knit them and chuck them in the washing machine. I mean, it didn't shrink perfectly. I had to steam it a bit. I'm going to show you the bag I made in a minute. I'm just trying to find this awesome bag that I loved. There it is. That's why, because those 2 pages are sticking. There we go. Look at this. I'm totally making that. Not today. But yeah. Wow. Just amazing. So I've just done a basic bag. And it shrunk almost by half. That rattling noise is Annie playing with a treat ball. She's got a ball with a big hole in it that we push kibble into. So I suppose it might sound like a belly rumbling. Here you go. No more waiting. There it is. So you start here. And this top bit is done with smaller needles. And obviously the eyelash yarn is not real wool. It's a polyester. So the idea is that it's supposed to shrink. The wool will shrink and this will be more pronounced. That didn't really happen, so I soaked it and bashed it against the side of the bath for a bit just to make it do what it's supposed to do. But this is pearled because the premise is that this stuff will come out more on the pearled side. I don't actually think that's the case personally. Maybe a little bit. I've pulled some through, but anyway, it's nice whatever. And then you go into bigger needles and then you just come down, and what I did was it's 2 strands of Aran all the way down. So this was 2 strands of this colour, and then I did 1 of each to kind of try and blend, and then 2 together, and then 1 of each, and then 2 together. So there we go. It's my little bag from my friend. And I'm hopefully going to get in contact with her and see her soon. It didn't felt perfectly. There are lumps and bumps in it. I don't think anyone's going to care. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And I would much rather... There's the other side. Much rather it was smooth. But anyway... They said to dry it with a couple of tins of something in it, and I tried that and it was weird. So I steamed it and poked it and prodded it until it did what I wanted it to do. So that's it. And the handles, I got them on Amazon, you get a set of 3, but there's loads of different options. I didn't want a million of them, but I could have had a lot more. I paid, you know, a bit less per set, but whatevs. Finished object. Number 2. I finished my sparkly socks. Yay. Roro and Cade's Dusting of Frost. And the yarn is from Little Lycac and L-I-C-A-K. And the yarn, the jacket is here, is called Frosted Berries. There we go. Little Lycac yarn. She's on Etsy. And then that's her. Obviously it's sparkly. I don't know if that's coming through. I'm going to hope that it does. So this was a make along with Kelly via her Discord group. I don't know whether it's just Discord or whether it's Patreon as well. Don't know. I am a patron. Lovely lace effect. And the foot, really quite an easy lace actually to keep up with for me. A lot of people said they found it hard. And that's kind of ironic because I did find lace really hard in the beginning, and yeah, there were, excuse me, hiccups. There were a few that I had to go back to. Round 4 was always the killer. I'd always lose my concentration and mess that up. So yeah, there we go. And I have a whip. I have a new cast on. So instead of going back to all the projects that I've got kicking about that need finishing, I decided to cast a new thing on because I saw this yarn in the sale on Wool Warehouse and I thought it was lovely and I bought it. And I did a swatch because it's colour work. Isn't that cool? I might have shown that already. I don't remember. Anyway, it's very cool. The coloured yarn, the contrast is it's all, get it out so I can talk about it intelligently. Yarn Smith's merino sock, and I think this one was called Tutti Frutti. And then the contrast is obviously black, same brand, all the way up. It's black. The shade numbers have codes to them. It's black. So, and I've been on it almost, I have been on it exclusively. After I finished the socks, I was alternating between the two, and what's happened is I wanted to use the doodles from what is her name, Jamie Lomax. So I got this for Christmas and I really wanted to use these, but the only jumper pattern that sweater that she's brought out is in DK, and I wanted it in 4-ply. So I went on the hunt and got myself really confused. My gauge was really weird on this. This is a perfect material for a cardigan for me. I would not want to change the needles on that. Everything I saw had a much bigger gauge, so I tried doing a much bigger gauge, and I didn't really like it. I suppose it's okay, but I don't like it as much. I did something weird in the middle there as well. Oh, that's right, because I was working in the round. Because this cardigan is also steeked. I've never done steeking before. I am afraid. Oh dear, but I don't like purling, so let's see. Let's see if I dislike purling more than I dislike the stress of steeking. So the pattern that I chose is this one, Otra Yoke Cardigan by Skein Knits. And she's got some colour work in the yoke there. I only did a little bit of that until I went into the doodles. I've had to fudge it in places, whatever. I think I might have cocked up on the raglan sleeves, but because I was shaping while I was doing it, I am not pulling back. So I think I'm a couple of stitches short. I was definitely 1 stitch short for the pattern. So so let me show you, and then I can explain it better. So this is her colour work down to here, and the increases made that line weird. I don't know how I've cocked it up, but nobody else has. Well, she hasn't, whatever. So I've gone into doodles. So there's some florally type things there. This is the steek here. So for anybody that's not done steeking, you put some extra rows in where you're gonna separate the work. So you're gonna basically where are you? There. Gonna reinforce the work and then cut up the middle, cutting into knitting. Shush. So yeah, oh my god. And then the bee went in. Of course the bee's cool. And then I split for the sleeves, And I ended up doing this just to try and fill in, because it's going to be a black space and I'm going to have to second stitch this. This is all second stitched. So I'm probably going to have to do something here. And on the back, there's a bit of a gap, but it's not as bad because, well, actually that's quite big. I think it's fine. I've never done this in a cardigan pattern before, but you did short rows here. You can see how it's longer here. And then she goes off on one and you're doing more short rows here. Where the shaping is. Right under the armpit. So it screwed up my colour work and I didn't realise that was happening. That's not in the kind of introduction. She doesn't say, right, you know, you're going to end up doing a second lot of short rows. So it kind of screwed me a bit. But I'll just second stitch and make it up as I go along. Because that's kind of what this whole cardigan's all about, really. It's not so bad in the middle of the front. But when you start coming out of there, it's almost like a bust dart, I suppose. And I could understand if it was a bust dart. But it isn't. So bizarre. So I'll see how this fits. I might do another one and I might do that without actually without you made me lose my train of thought now, you butthead. Yeah. Without the extra short rows. Or I'll do the, you know, the camping one that I did with the, it's not finished, I need to do sleeves. I'm so sorry about her. Yeah, that jumper, I might do that and just put a steek in the middle. Right, I'm just going to go and bury my dog under the patio. I'll be back. Only kidding. So then I went into that floral. And then now, because that's entirely too grown up already, I'm doing a caterpillar. But I've cocked up because the book is written as if you're knitting from the bottom up. Obviously, I'm knitting top down. And my caterpillars are facing the wrong way, and I need to just take a beat and decide whether that matters or not. I may have gone a bit small. We had some tensioning issues. My gauge was not correct. So I think it will fit. It's intended to go over summer dresses and stuff, so it's not going to have to go on over much. Yeah, my gauge was not right. I can't remember what it was now. So the gauge that I need is 24 stitches by 36 rounds. I was getting 27, so I just went up a couple of sizes in the end. Kelly helped me. Oh dear, I went by the gauge before blocking it, and I'm like, oh okay, yeah, this is what we're going to do, and I went up about 4 sizes, excuse me, and then I blocked it, and it compacted a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's closer, yay! So yeah, that's what's happening. Slightly bigger, but it'll fit. I'm actually allowed to go to the gym now as well and start looking after my health and my weight and my well-being. And so there's going to be weight coming off me as well, so it will fit by the time it's ready to wear. Okay. And this is how we do the remainder of the podcast, with some treats that I'm going to have to throw around to shut her up. I think that is actually all I have for you today. I've been quite exclusive on the cardigan. I really do need to get that camping jumper back out and finish that off. We are going camping soon, in a few weeks. Exciting. Very exciting, because we're going to an adults only place. Normally going to an adults only campsite means that the adults that are on there don't have kids, so they don't put them to bed and sit quietly outside. Quite often you find that it's full of people that just want to make noise all night long. Whereas this is with an organisation called Tranquil Sites. So there is a shush time. So that'll be good. I might get some filming done there, because I don't really intend to do a lot while we're there. Bit of knitting. My uncle and aunt are coming to visit, because it's near them, on the Saturday, and I'm going to barbecue a lovely big shoulder of lamb on the barbecue. If you do it low and slow, it's stunning. It's so tasty. So yeah, we'll have a nice barbecue. A good old Easter knees up. Yeah, not going to do too much, because the health isn't quite where it needs to be. My doctor's surgery put me on this medicine that has, you know, I'm recovering from a major operation, and all of a sudden they're giving me medication that's screwing me over again. So my blood pressure's through the roof, my diabetes is out of control. So I am trying very, very hard to be healthy and get myself back to even better than I was before. And yeah, they keep putting drugs in me that are messing me up. So hopefully by the time you see me again, there'll be some improvement. I'm still here anyway, whatever. So I think that's it. Nice short one for you this week. Yeah, that is it. I can't think of, I mean, I've got a pair of socks going on upstairs and a pair of socks going down here, but they're vanilla, and you've seen a lot of them, and they don't really change a lot, because that cardigan is just, that's got my attention. I haven't even done any more on my blanket, and that was what I was going back to every so often. So yeah, I've done well. I might start another bag, because I liked that a lot. I might find a different way to felt it though. I don't know if I would actually put that in the washing machine again, so it didn't end well, unless I could stuff it with some bubble wrap maybe. We'll see. Anywho, have a lovely fortnight, and hello from Annie and goodbye from Annie, and thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.